Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my little corner of the internet, specifically the YouTube internets. And we are here for the monthly read, the first monthly read of 2026, the year of the Wheel of Fortune, or if you don't believe in zeros as numbers, the year of the Magician. You choose. It is your adventure. My name is Sonia Estelle. I am here both on Patreon, first and foremost, and then on YouTube. I release this video at the end of the month so that you have access to it, in time to reflect upon the energy of the month. And I'm here with the monthly read, where we read the energy for what is coming up through January 2026. So I'm going to pause this because I only have so much room on my phone, and then I'm going to choose the decks and we're going to shuffle together. So I'll be right back. Okay, the decks that have chosen us for this first month of 2026 are Manzel's Tarot 2, Manzel Bowman's Tarot 2, and my newest deck on the block, Marissa Chibas's Archetype cards for artists. Okay, so Manzel's Tarot 2, what do you want us to know about January 2026? What do you want us to know about January 2026? What do you want us to know about January 2026? How about that? Okay. And Marissa Chibas, what do you want us to know about 2026? What do you want us to know? What is there? Ooh. All right. Now, I select while I pause again for time-space purposes. Oh, I realize they're like naysayers and shit who will be like, you chose the mother. Well, I mean, obviously I'm choosing the cards. I've shuffled them. I'm deciding through intuition which ones I choose, and that sort of affects whether the reading is relevant, So I'm choosing it one way or the other. But, okay. This. No. Okay. No. These and these. Proper order of everything? No. Okay. Now proper order of everything? Yes. Anything want to switch? No. Okay. I don't read reverse with this pendulum because it don't roll like that, and I respect it. So, Manzel Bowman's, we have the know, do, and key reading. What there is to know in the speak column, like my tattoo. What there is to do about what there is to know in the listen column, like my tattoo. And the master keys come at the end. So we begin with the Chariot and the Six of Cups. Okay. We're beginning something. I mean, obviously we're beginning the new Gregorian New Year. Okay. Fresh, right? But the Chariot is about being in alignment with your path, coming into recognition if you are not in alignment, because might not always be on that path, okay? But it's also the beginning of something that we are choosing to do in order to be on the journey, of course, but also to accomplish something that we set out for. So the Six of Cups is to me about puppy love, about new beginnings, about scratching the surface, about getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to know if you like me. So in that sense, it's great energy for the new year. Obviously, there's a lot of, momentum behind the turnover energy, like the I don't know how you say this in ocean terms, but when the wave crests and like the deluge that happens when it comes up on the sand before it retreats back, that energy. So, and cups is water, okay? Suit of emotional intelligence, which means, we're playing around at things that we respect. That's how I feel about the Six of Cups. Like, I take this seriously, but I'm also in a playful kind of energy. Now, what is there to do about what there is to know? Cards want to change? No. Interesting. Four of Swords, right? There we go. Four of Swords in Manzel Bowman's tarot, we see that this is a meditative state, but of course it is also a card of rest, retreat, and then followed by the Knight of Wands, someone who does not know how to rest. Someone who is always trying to be on the way to something, always trying to be on the way to achieving something, especially. So this is, to me, Four of Swords to Knight of Wands is like, it's a gestation period, a lot of fresh ideas and opportunities and inspirations and alignments are yet to happen. There's a lot of momentum behind the year in a Wheel of Fortune year, which is how I read this year, because I come from a culture that believes in zeros. And so there is cycles of change, wish fulfillment, the turning of the tides. And there is also just being at another degree of your experience and deciding how you are going to utilize or align with that degree of experience in order to maximize or minimize on it, right? So the Four of Swords is like, I'm taking the time to consider my Chariot opportunities, my desires. That's Six of Cups. My desires, no matter how superficial or inconsequential they may seem to other people, this thing is on me, it's nagging me, it's pestering me, and I must do something about it. I must investigate for myself what that means. And the Knight of Wands, I tell people Wands is the suit of finding out the difference between embodiment and performance, because embodiment is something you do for the experience, and performance is something that you do for the response that you get from what you choose to perform or do or experience, right? If you're performing, you're looking for a response. If you're embodying, you're doing the thing itself. And ideally, there's an agreement whether you're doing one thing or the other or both at the same time. The Knight of Wands challenge is sort of, they are brash and they run the risk of being performative in wanting to get to the finish line and not recognizing that the experience is a part of getting it. And the experience is not just checking it off a list or just saying, I've been there, I've done that. The experience is being enriched by what is taking place and being present to it and being in no rush to be in anywhere else, right? Like, if you can't be present in what you're doing, who you're doing it with, what you're participating in, how you're investing your time and your energy, then that's a symptom that you are not in the right, you're not in a place of alignment for who you prefer to be. When you're not looking at the clock and when you're not looking at the calendar and you're not wondering what time it is and you're not thinking about the next thing because you're so engrossed in the experience that you're having before you, then that energy means that that is in alignment with who you truly are as a person. So knowing the difference between the quality of those experiences is monumentally effective on your experience. Now, our skeleton key that unlocks the doors. I bet that. Oh, dang. Our skeleton key that unlocks the doors is the Child of Terror. Okay? The Child of Terror. And the master stone that's holding up the building, I know that's right, is the Mediator. Sorry, that ring light is really shining. Is the Mediator. You see that? Now, I like to say to my clients, we're the past lives of our future selves, right? So you are the mediator. You, the one present, you're the mediator. You're the mediator between the versions of you that you were and your versions of yourself that you are yet to be. And the way that you mediate is by being present to the reality of the experience being what you feel, what you think, what you do, and ultimately what you believe as a result of those three things. One of my teachers, Bashar, says, a behavior comes from a feeling and a feeling comes from a belief, because without a belief, you don't know how to feel about something. The Child of Terror is an energy where, even if you're coming into the earth caused what you experience as division or derision or antagonization or rejection as a result of people choosing to bring you into the world or not choosing to bring you into the world, but bringing you into the world anyways, who don't appreciate the experience or the futures of that choice. There are people who were raised as if they were a burden, and that makes the experience of existing seem terrifying or terrible or just be a terror of an experience. So the mediation is asking, the only thing that is a value when we get out of those experiences is what we choose to do with having had that experience and it being in our past. The only thing of value is deciding what it means to us and how we're going to use it to either become more of who we prefer to be or to make more excuses about why we can't be who we prefer now, even if we are no longer in that experience physically, experientially, actually, presently. We may be reliving the experience, but that could be a conscious choice that we're making by not actively going in the direction of our preference, aka putting more things in our life that we actually prefer to do. People, places, locations, behaviors, and things. I'm out of time. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye now.